Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for some more battles, some more battle commentaries in the Battle for the Old World tournament. And joining me is...
Me.
him.
It's me.
Another individual. And today
Yes.
we're going to be looking at Warrior of Sparta fighting Havoc. I'll be checking out the Spartans and you'll be checking out the Havocs.
Yes.
The Spartan army has destroyed my mind right off the bat. Look at this front line. What is going on with this front line? It's just an absolute mess of loads of different units just in a line. There's no
it's like
there's no system. There's no system. Anyway,
It's like what Joey and like the people from CA do when they're trying to like show off the game before it's released. They just grab all the units, make a line, no matter what it is, just throw it all in there, and then just it's weird because some units are in different like columns than other ones, like different sizes.
Yeah,
It's like you put them each individually on
Oh my
purpose there,
God.
but still in like it's really weird. I'm not sure what's
blown
going
my
on
mind,
there.
Warrior of Sparta. But just for the record, what he did bring was Iron Breakers, Longbeards, Great Weapons, 2 of those, then Thunderers, then more Longbeards, then Thunderers, then Longbeards, then Thunderers, another Thunderers, Longbeards, Hammerers. So that's the line. It's probably going to want to switch that up before the battle starts. So that's going to be really hard to just even imagine what's going on in. I'm not commentating on that battle. And there's also gyrocopters off on the left. Got 2 grudge throwers at the back, and a runesmith, I believe, yep. And Hairman. Big Mohawk following up at the rear. So that's the dwarves. Who's facing them today?
Greenskins. It's a standard greenskin versus dwarven battle.
Ooh.
We have 5 units of Night Goblin Archers of Fanatics, which is really awesome. I don't know if you've seen the Fanatic units yet in this game, but they're pretty fun.
Don't know.
He has 6 units of Black Orcs at the front line, with Grimgore backing him up as well. He's got 2 Goblin Wolf Chariots on the left side and 1 on the right. He has some Goblin Wolf Riders, 3 of which, 2 of them on the left, 1 of them on the right, and 2 units of Orc Boar Boy Biggins, 1 on each side as well.
Lovely. That's a pretty messy formation as well in terms of the flank deployments. They're
Yeah.
different. You lose, disqualified.
How dare they? Right. You want to actually let's see what happens at some point?
Okay, let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, Warrior Sparta. You got 10 seconds to sort this out. If you just stay in this formation, then I'm disqualifying you from the tournament.
You're a very hard ruler, aren't you?
It's harsh, but it's necessary in order to preserve the sanity of my commentary abilities. Not that that's particularly strong already.
God, he's just staying. He's not doing
He is
anything.
just standing there.
He's firing
He's
his
switching up a little bit.
archers.
So the grudge throwers are attacking. Orcs forced to attack, and they're going to have a free flank attack by the looks of things. He's going to fold to try and stop that. I'm guessing the Orc player basically is just going to run into the front of the dwarves, which in some cases will be Thunderers if he doesn't rearrange the line, so that might be okay. But I guess maybe just relying on the fact that Thunderers are okay in melee with their ridiculous armor and okay melee stats. Like, he doesn't mind using them as his melee units. Just trying to extend his line.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he just. I don't know. It's not technically a terrible idea, I suppose, but it's not great.
That's the official Mr. Smart Donkey endorsement. It's not technically a terrible idea. Oh, there's hidden
Well, the
foes.
thing is, like, he has so many units at the front there that he could just make a regular line and still have plenty of units covering the front line.
Yeah,
Essentially,
like
it's not
a
like he
thinner
has
line
to
would
do
probably
that.
be fine. Looks like the
Yeah.
archers on the orc side starting to pepper the dwarves, but they probably don't care.
There
Basically
must be a
immune to archer
reason
fire.
behind it. I want to talk to Warrior and ask what the hell is
What's
going
your plan?
on there.
He's getting his grudge throwers attacked by the light cav,
Oh God,
or the wolves, as it were.
I realize. See, if he had guns, he could turn those around and
It's too
fire.
late. He's going to fold in the flank defenses to try and counter that, but
Oh my
he
God,
might
he's gonna
be
get
attacked
charged
on the
up.
flank if he does that.
Send the Iron Breakers out towards the Orc Boar Boy Biggins.
Looks like he stopped that unit. What's on the other side? Other side still
Must have got one
skirmishing.
satchel off.
Cheeky explosion.
It's one of
Most of the
them.
ball boy's going to run off though.
One of the grudge throwers is dead though. Yeah,
He lost the grudge thrower. Yeah, I thought that the use of the wolves wouldn't be very effective because they're basically light cav. Like, they wouldn't do any damage to dwarves, but I guess the grudge thrower was the one unit they could take down and they managed to get away with it. So cheeky.
Oh, the cheek of it.
So
dare
cheeky,
they.
cheeky wolves. Yeah, it's a cheeky rear attack on the hammers as well. Let's see, it did, I don't know, no damage approximately? Just to confirm that it doesn't do anything. Just wanted to check.
Yeah. It's the health damage more so
Oh,
than
the
the
chariot's
actual
getting
killing.
blown up.
I think I think Havoc is just happy letting his units deal with all this while this like main line of Black Orcs sort of sit back there.
Gradually sneaking out. That runesmith went out to fight the line on his own.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what his idea was there. He's getting blown to pieces now,
He's going to be surrounded quite rapidly.
He's just walking backwards. What is this? What is happening in this battle? Have we got a corrupted safe file or something?
It's
Is
a possibility.
Going off here.
I feel like some of these units would have done something by now in a traditional battle.
I feel
They're
like
just standing there, like
the front line of war, as if he's not there, like he's forgotten that he had a main line as well.
I think he's AFK, because he didn't try to stop the attack on the grudge throwers. He's not doing anything about this charge on the front. The runesmith's having a great time.
What is happening right now?
He's banking heavily on not giving any orders right now. Oh, hang on, some of them starting to get orders. That thunder unit just turned slightly. There we go, it started firing.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It did
Oh
something. Something happened, confirmed. Maybe he is there, and he just wasn't looking at the front line.
Maybe this is his tactic. He makes Havoc think in the first battle that he's terrible at the game, and then Havoc's going to overestimate.
He could be hustling right now. This is a potential option.
And then in the second and third battle, it's going to completely demolish him.
Then I'll go, why don't we make this interesting? Maybe 500 quid for the winner? And Havoc's going to be like, yeah, this guy's terrible, I'm definitely going to win. And then boom. That's how you hustle.
Damn.
Wolf Rider's trying very hard to do charges, but it just doesn't really do any damage. Oh my god. A lot of explosion. I'm always surprised that the blasting charges are really weak. Like, they don't seem to do anything.
Yeah,
it looks really powerful, but it's not.
They're good for disrupting. I think all the explosions in this game don't really do much, but it's good for disrupting the enemy formation, and then your units get free hits in essentially while they're on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Havoc was targeting all 5 of his Goblin Archer fanatics on the runesmith. He's luckily changed his mind now, because that was obviously a terrible decision. While it's in melee with Black Orc unit as well. But you need to keep an eye on those fanatics or Goblin Archer fanatics, because they've got this really cool special attack. I don't know when the archers use it. I don't know the regular units with fanatics actually do it like when they get close. But one of them actually is already doing it.
I saw a weird spinny thing. Yeah,
that's it.
What is that?
So they send out one of their own guys with a wrecking ball, essentially, and it sings Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball while it does it as well. It's a nice little effect that they added into the game.
Thanks, Miley, for allowing that.
Yeah, copyrights incoming. But no, anyways, yeah, they do that, and then they completely go for units. Again, it doesn't really do much, to be fair, and they sacrifice one of their own guys, but it looks really cool, and that's important.
That is very important. So it looks like the battle has now just degenerated into an enormous melee on the front line.
Yep.
So
guns are in melee.
I guess that makes sense. A lot of the guns are sitting at the back, having come back from routing right now. Need to micro them back in.
That was his plan. He was holding back the enemy, and then when they come back from routing, they're in the right position.
Secret plan.
Except they're looking the wrong way.
Balance bar perhaps slightly favouring the Orcs. Just a question of who's actually going to win in this straight grind now. I think tactics are pretty much out the window at this point.
I have no idea what's going on.
Looks like the light Wolf Riders are going to get totally owned up. He's losing all of those Havocers very rapidly. The Chariot's going down as well. The Wolf Chariots, they're going to go. I guess the Black Orcs, though, they are a match for the Dwarven Infantry. They might gradually kill them, especially because there is this Archer Fire coming in, and although we can't really expect anything from that Archer Fire. Do they have poisoned attacks, actually? I believe they do.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
They do, they debuff the units they're attacking, so they're probably not going to kill much, but they will make the Black Orcs kill faster. Although, to be fair, they're probably also hitting the Black Orcs, so it's just debuffing both sides, since they're just firing into a melee. But there you go.
Yeah, looks like, that's exactly what's happening.
Look, the Thunderers are coming back in now to shoot those Boar Boys as they tried to go for a rear attack. Oh, I say that. I thought they were going to. No, there they are, right. They're just doing the old take a while to do the animation trick. Oh, no, still not doing it. There we go.
It's like both Ungrim and Grimgor are not fighting each other, just sort of hanging back and killing units by themselves.
They're just having a great time. Yeah,
lovely all time.
Going strong.
Chariots are about to charge back into the Thunders again, which are now actually being used against the Chariots that are doing something. Oh man, I'm going straight for that unit.
Another devastating looking attack. And don't think their health bar moved, but it was devastating looking. And they're going to get away with it, I guess. Can they charge back out, or will they get stuck in melee?
Looks like they're just constantly charging.
Just running backwards.
They're really disrupting the unit. Like, this means that the Thunders can't do anything.
Can't fire.
So over time,
that is definitely something.
And the gyrocopters as well. It's such when it comes to gyrocopters, it's really useful that they don't die.
Gyrocopters.
Like they've still got 4 units, even though their HP is really low. So they haven't lost any of their damage essentially, which means that all the damage that have been done to them so far is essentially pointless.
Yeah, and they're really freaking out those Night Goblins. They're thinking of leaving, even with loads of their men left.
Yeah, Night Goblins haven't got the greatest morale.
I do not like this at all. I think Warrior of Sparta might actually win this.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
looking
current
like
prediction.
he's turning it around.
Just
all
on
the Black Orcs are
stats,
routing.
just his units are better, so going in for the grind is going to favour him.
Yeah. I wonder if this is why Havoc left his orcs at the back for so long, because he was trying to avoid this fight. Just trying to do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's trying to rain arrows and do micro battles. But eventually he had to go for it, and... Oh, Tarkopter's exploding there.
Yep.
Sadly,
just about
as
far as I'm
now.
aware, they don't actually do any damage with their explosions. Which
Nah,
is
that's a shame. That would
They
be
should.
cool. Yeah, there's people
All
bombarded with
arrows
arrows. You would think, like, a metal gyrocopter would be immune to arrow fire.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't give a
Alas.
shit.
Alas.
Like, if one arrow every once in a while punctures through, it's like
Stuck in the
it's
engine or
something
something.
vital. Yeah.
Something could happen.
So I guess that's the way they explain that.
So the Orc army's basically fallen back, and it's now probably going to start coming back from routing for a second round. But
Or a second route.
a second route and a second round. But I'm guessing the Dwarves might be able to just pull this off now. All they really need to do is stand in a line, or even just run at them. No, don't go back to standing in a line. We've had enough of standing in a line.
Run at them. There's still 3 minutes
Let's
left
have a
as
different
well.
strategy for phase 2 of the battle. No, he's going to go back and stand in a line, but he's going to use the guns this time.
So close to being dead though. A lot of dead
There's some
units.
damage ones. Yeah, the Dwarves are just insane with their morale. Like, the
Yeah.
unit's taken 98% casualties, and they're like, no, this is fine. I'm steady. These guys have no psychological damage. They should be shell-shocked, writhing on the floor with madness right now.
They'll never have PTSD either.
Pretty sure they
Maybe
were
they don't
drunk.
have, like, so much of it because they're. Oh yeah, that's probably true. They've forgotten
They're
all
drunk
about
the
fight,
whole
'cause
time. That might explain their high morale.
They are dwarves after all. It makes sense.
The Orcs are coming back in now for a second round.
Archers
Or are
being
they?
shot.
No, they're not.
Archers not doing much really. I think that archers versus dwarves is a very poor choice because they just don't do enough.
Yeah, basically Dwarves are immune to ranged fire. That's one of their special abilities. They're immune to everything. Immune to morale shocks. They're immune to ranged fire. But
Into magic.
they're weak against microing since they're all slow. So I guess that's their big downside. So you just have to be pro to take down
They don't
the
have
Dwarves.
They don't have any stats that are like that. They're technically weak except for like a game. Like if they're bad against a good player, essentially.
That's basically it, yeah. So in terms of just, if you want to select a bunch of units and just run at the enemy, go with Dwarves. You'll probably win.
Yeah.
But if the enemy sets up an ambush or something, then maybe it wouldn't work. Who knows? Well, we have definitely seen Dwarves lose. At least I'm pretty sure we've seen Dwarves lose before, so
Yeah,
we know it's
someone
possible.
Someone mentioned in one of the comments that the dwarves have yet to lose against Empire. So that's something.
I did see on Reddit the other day some people showing the stats for matchups, and I seem to remember that Chaos are the worst overall faction by a huge margin. Like, they
I feel
virtually
like
always
Chaos
lose.
units seem really good, but they end up like being countered pretty easily.
Yeah, they're just sort of good in a bad way. They're kind of like the Orc units, where like they're powerful but die quickly, so they don't do well against other powerful units. It was something like 70% of all battles with Chaos had Chaos lose in it. Like, they have a huge loss ratio.
Maybe it's because all the teenagers are like, yeah, Chaos are cool because they're the bad guys. And then,
That could be
terrible,
it. Like, yeah, they didn't control for scrubbiness, so it could be that a bunch of punks were playing as Chaos, and that's why. You never know. All the pros go with the traditional faction.
12-year-olds.
Looks like Grimgor's going in for a one-on-one with
I guess
Ungrim.
that's his only way of winning is killing off Ungrim.
So
Who's
he's
fully
distracted
buffed,
now.
right?
Actually, Ungrim's going to run away. He's got his own
yeah.
ideas. He's out of there. He's like, I'm not
Sense.
having this. But the rest of the army has been routed, so I don't think there's much hope. Balance bar surprisingly strong for the Orc player, despite loss of everything. Slowly going away. Grimgor's just so powerful. There we go. Right. Finally ends. It's a Pyrrhic victory. So we criticised Sparta's strategy at the beginning, but it worked.
Yeah.
I think that's the magic of the Dwarves. You don't even need a strategy. Just leave it in the default starting deployment and walk away. Well, not even that. He made it worse than the default starting deployment. It was less complicated than that, and that was fine. So that was good.
See, the thing is, he can't pull off his 500 quid like tactic anymore. Like, he can't,
Oh, Sparta, you ruined it.
Because even when he played like that, he still won. So Havoc's going, well, I can never
Won,
beat
yeah,
this
basically
guy.
without touching the keyboard, which is a pretty good sign. So hopefully he can continue that form in the next battle.
Let's find out.
Let's have a look.
Alright, we've arrived on the battlefield for the second battle, the Northern Chaos Wastes. I am looking at Havoc again, but this time he's red because he forgot to save his second replay.
Bastard.
You're looking at Chaos.
I'm looking at the forces of Chaos on the northern Chaos wastes as well, so they are going to be fighting on their home ground today. The Empire have come for a cheeky invasion. How dare they?
MP Ray, how dare they?
And the first thing you may notice that both sides going for flank vanguard deployments. They're both going to ambush each other, especially on the same side of the map as well. So there's outriders there, and then right next to them doing a vanguard deployment are all those marauders. So they probably saw each other as they were coming in for the ambush, but they decided to just leave each other to it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
So let's go over the unit deployment. It's a really interesting formation by Havoc. I like this formation.
This is a great formation. It is, look at this.
I feel like the guns are going to have a hard time actually firing.
There's no line of sight, but it looks really good from above, and that's probably what matters most.
That is important. So there's 5 units of handgunners. He's got 3 units of halberdiers and 3 units of great swords. He's put them in a not like super symmetrical. He should have. Well, I guess there's no way to get it actually super symmetrical because the middle part wouldn't work. But, And on the side here, it's got 2 Demogryph Knights, and then of course there's Outriders that you mentioned just now, going around for the cheeky vanguard deployment.
So cheeky. Ooh, the cheek of it.
So are we going to see the 70% stat? Is this going to be one of that 70% stat where Chaos loses to the Empire, or Chaos generally loses?
Well, I can make the prediction with 70% surety that yes, it is. So that's something. Well, maybe they'll win, and we'll be able to confirm that either that Warrior of Sparta is not a scrub and that everyone else was, or maybe we'll confirm that he is a scrub. I don't even know.
Oh, so scrubby. But
scrub rights are on the table for this battle. Anyway, let's have a look. Yeah, he's got 4 Forsaken on his left, 4 Forsaken, and 5 Chaos Warriors for the rest of his lines. That's pretty simple. And we've also got a Spawn on either side, Chaos Spawn that is. Got Chaos Sorcerer Fire, and the big Lightning Man at the back. And of course, I think it's 4 Marauder Horsemen, all throwing axes version, coming in for the rear attack. So we'll have to see how that goes. So I'm guessing both sides can have to react to noticing each other's rear attacks. So I don't know if Havoc's special formation will last long, because he might want to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I think from unit choices, I feel like the Chaos are in a very big advantage, because those handgunners are going to have a hard time actually doing a lot of damage over time, and I think the halberdiers are just going to die really quickly. But
yeah, they're not really necessary, the halberdiers, because they're unlikely to get into melee. But
there's the 2 Demogryph Knights, which we know are just...
yeah, I've seen those before. They don't take any damage to anything, so...
and they will destroy those Chaos Spawn.
Yeah, they beat Spawn, so they'll probably win the battle on their own. Let's find out in 3, 2, 1 fight. Right, for my amusement, so I'm guessing Sparta's going to do the traditional run forwards a bit tactic on this map.
Unless he's just going to sit there again.
He probably started by microing the Marauders, so he's probably going to do something with them first. Yes, he is.
Yeah,
he's going right in for an attack right away.
Right.
But the Outriders are coming in to do the same thing to him. So it's going to be...
I feel like the Chaos Marauders are probably going to do better. Well, actually, no, probably not, because they're fighting against handgunners. I think this is the chance for handgunners to get in their damage.
Yeah, if you can fold out. They are all anti-armor units, so they do okay against the great swords, which are super armored.
Against the great swords, yeah.
Oh, the handgunners are coming in really close, actually. Now they're going to run. Oh, wait. I think they got too close, went back.
I think it looks like... no, maybe not. I thought Warrior had noticed the flank attack around his side, but maybe not. He's still moving towards the forces right away. Demogryph Knights are going in a very, very wide flank.
They might suspect that something's hidden just behind the ridge there.
I think those units actually, according to the minimap, they are hidden right there, so maybe he's leaving them there on purpose.
Yeah, this is his ambush. Very nice. I think the Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes aren't very good. This is my personal experience with using them. Like, I don't know if they glitched or something, but they have a very, very low fire rate. Like, only a few of the men ever throw, and they throw irregularly, so... They're not attacking, basically. There's a couple of axes going in there.
They're a good unit for skirmishing away, like Reichsguard, for example, or like other units, but they're... there's Dragonegger Shagov running in there. They're good against skirmishing other units, but... Oh my god, that lightning strike.
Oh my god, that looked very good.
Yeah.
And the Forsaken...
and he's charging them into the guns. That's a
great
decent
time.
choice, I suppose. Outriders are still firing away at the Chaos Spawn.
Literally ignoring the Outriders at this stage. He doesn't care. Yeah. They're not even doing much damage or any damage.
Outriders are already broken, some of them. Wavering actually, but close enough.
Oh, look at this mess. Can't even see what's going on. There's so many buff markers. Magic everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, the Chaos Sorcerer Fire is still left at the back there. I'm not quite sure what the
He's
plan
stuck.
there is.
The Demigraph might assassinate him now.
Well, the thing is,
Oh, here
that
he
might
goes.
be... Oh, here he goes. That might be a decent choice. On the other hand, you probably want to get the Demigryphs over as fast as possible. Just ignore the Wizard
Yeah,
or Sorcerer. How
we've
much
seen
can he
before
really
that
do?
one unit Demigryph Knights can beat Colic Suneater in a duel, so
Oh,
you can
yeah.
just come and rear attack and smash everything up. They're super powerful, those Demigryphs.
I am looking forward to seeing some fire magic, because I haven't actually seen the unit at all yet.
I think it's just like a giant
See.
fireball.
Yeah, I know he does some Meteor
It's the
Strike as
most
well. I think, well,
standard.
there is a Meteor Strike in the game. Not sure if he does that, but I think so.
Those Demigryphs look like they're going for the rear attack on the Chaos Warriors, who are yet to engage.
Yeah, and it looks like the Marauder Horsemen are chasing off the Outrider. I think that's
Oh,
probably
yeah, there we
the fight
go.
they win. Actually, they're faster.
They're going to deal with each other. Halberd is managing to fight the Chaos Spawn. They might be okay against this,
Warriors
actually.
just noticed the Demigryph Knights and actually completely negated their charge, because they just caught one on the edge there.
Yeah, they totally got away with it.
Looks like they actually decided to just run away from that fight and charge in the back
Marauders
anyway
coming
now.
in as well.
Lots of Chaos Warriors flying into the back of the unit, so now the Great Swords, the Great Swords at the back can deal with those guys.
This is so chaotic.
Chaotic, I believe you
It's
mean.
chaotic, to use the official pronunciation. Outright is getting surprisingly owned up by those Marauders. Didn't think that would work so easily. There's some fire magic. There's a fire Nado. Not sure. I think it missed, actually.
It's like a vortex, yeah, this is going away from the battlefield.
It's going off on its own adventure. It's not going to serve the forces of chaos
This place is
today.
already scorched. There's no point in the...
No more fire.
Those trees are already dead. Leave them alone.
So what is even happening on this front line? I felt like it looks like it's going really well for Chaos. The balance bar doesn't agree with that assessment.
No.
I felt like Chaos was only everything up here.
I'm having a hard time deciding what's going on here.
Kolik's
So
taking a lot
also-
of damage. I think Geltster is just spamming magic onto Suneater. He's gradually dying.
Looks like it.
He's just like, hovering up there with nothing that can kill him. So cheeky.
There's so many Chalice units yet, though. Like, how is Empire ever going to win this?
Well,
Empire-
you forget, they have Demigryph Knights.
Yeah, the two
so
Demigryph Knights. That lightning, by the way, is that a
What's
spell that
that?
he does or something?
I guess
I
it that's
wonder.
Kolik's
Hold on,
ability.
let's find out. He has... Oh god, it's not letting me, like, stay on this unit. He's got Standard Die, Foe Seeker, Deadly Onslaught, Lord of the Storm. Yeah. 5-second duration, cause magical damage, storing words, multiple combatants, blah blah blah. Just a lightning strike, I guess, yeah. Cool, so he's got a magic attack, that's pretty awesome.
He's a great guy. Well, the Empire forces that come back from routing are like
Oh, wow,
forming
they're
up for a
all right
second
there.
line, and now...
This is the plan.
Now
that
the
worked last time.
handgunners
The guns,
really
yeah.
going to be useful. Because they're going to
This
be
is the
gunning
plan.
everyone down. This is actually going to work. And Kolik's about to die.
Oh my god,
You've
that's
taken too much of that fire.
Oh my god, he died quickly.
He's getting shot to death. He has no armor. And
Oh,
now
wow,
he's dead.
he just
Boom.
died so quickly.
How
there.
about that?
Crazy.
Balance bar shifts into Empire's favour now. So that big messy engagement is somehow ending up in Empire's
is-
favour.
This is why Chaos always loses. They look like
they
they
just
did pretty well.
lose at the
They
end.
just-
It
yeah, they
looks
just
really
don't do
good,
it.
and then they just lose. How did it happen?
What the hell? Oh, there's a massive fire. That's the sorcerer of fire, I guess, doing a vortex at the end
Yeah,
there.
he shot something. I've got
It's
a
the
few
same.
kills.
It's
Maybe
like the
not,
other
actually.
thing is leaving.
So it's going off on its adventure. The fight isn't serving Chaos very well today. It's generally not attacking their
I think that
enemies.
first one was actually from Empire, and that this one was from Chaos.
Well, neither of them
Sure.
killed either side, so
No,
at least that's neutral. So yeah, Chaos Force is getting shot to pieces now.
Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time getting to
Starting
those
lose
guns.
out,
to be
and those
honest.
Outriders are back. They managed to deal with the Marauders at some point when I wasn't looking, and now looks like they're going 2-on-1 against the Marauders, trying not to actually fight them.
There's still almost a full unit of Demigryph Knights there, and then where's the other one? Is that this one? Yeah, both of them 22, 20
Oh yeah,
feet.
he's got so many knights left. They're standing right next to that wizard. I don't think they can see him. Go on. No, they're not going
It's
to
so
kill him.
small.
Let him go. They're going to rear
I think
attack
it's
those
the-
infantry. And the main Chaos Blob, which is running at the now very nicely reformed Empire situation.
Yeah, those halberdiers
It's
are
getting
going to
gunned down. The Halberdiers, good resistance against the Chaos Spawn, although it doesn't look like it.
Probably 100% charge resistance as well. They still got knocked over.
They
there.
get
I'm not quite
absolutely
sure how that works.
obliterated, and the Spawn made it to the second line. But do not pay any attention to what you're seeing on the screen. If you look very closely at these tiny numbers in the corner, it's all fine. these
like
these
the-
images do not represent the battle.
There's like this effect going on as well in this corner. I'm not sure if you got that turned on in the options. It's like one of those heat effects, like when you look at the road in real life as well.
Oh
when you
yeah,
drive the road.
yeah. There's loads of that going on.
Yeah,
Must be pretty hot out here today.
yeah, it's chaos
Oh.
waste. Oh, what the hell?
Just suddenly
Did he
ended.
concede?
Bang! I guess he
I
just
think
surrendered at that point.
Yes, they conceded that one. Wow, that was well, in the end, it wasn't too surprising anymore, but it was for a while there.
Yeah, that was crazy. The Chaos battles are just crazy. So What is it about Chaos? It looked like it was going so well.
Let's hope for Havoc that he doesn't choose Chaos in this final battle.
If he chooses Chaos, he's definitely lost. We better check.
Right, third battle, third map. Empire versus Dwarfs once again. We've seen this matchup a few times in this.
Yeah, I was just saying, this is the exact matchup we saw with Rambler versus Moosey. I'm pretty sure he brought Empire Army with a bunch of cannons versus Dwarfs sitting at that end of the map. So are we going to have a
Rambler
repeat?
ended up winning that, didn't he?
I don't remember actually. Did he?
I think he did, yeah. 'Cause
Maybe.
he went through, and that was the final battle. Yeah, I think he won that.
I guess the point is, the Empire have cannons, and the Dwarves don't. So is that going to dictate how this battle goes? So Sparta is going to be able to just sit there and fire generally in Havoc's direction, try and force Havoc to make the very slow run across that super open terrain.
Yeah.
So he's got a nice early advantage because of that.
If he can cover behind these little, like, dinky grass.
He could go and hide somewhere.
They are very small, the Dwarves, so maybe they can just crawl.
I guess they're harder to hit. That's something. Is it racist? Probably.
Anyway, units. We are looking at some Longbeards at the front here, some Hammerers on the flanks. Oh, and Longbeards are great weapons on the flanks. 5 units of Thunderers, some more Hammers, and Longbeards are great weapons at the back. It's interesting that you put all the Hammers on the right side and all the Longbeards are great weapons on the left side, even the units at the back. And he's brought Forgrim Grudgebearer as his legendary lord with the Master Engineer.
Master Engineer hidden in there.
Indeed. So that is the Dwarven army.
And Sparta. So for Empire, we've got 2 Outriders going for a Vague Vanguard, bombing out down in this little... What is that? Is that a river? Don't know what it is.
Looks like a dried up river, perhaps, yeah.
Something like that. So they're sitting down there. So I'm guessing they're going to be exploiting their maneuverability. There's 1 unit of Demogryph Knights currently hidden down there. So I'm guessing they're going to spring out at some point during the battle. And then the main line has those 2 cannons at the front, as we said. So I'm guessing he's going to want to just bombard the Dwarves and see what they do. Then a line of missiles, which... Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. So it's all handgunners. And then 1 unit across. Why did you even bother showing up?
Must have been budgets.
It must have been budget, but there's no excuse.
He would have been better off bringing like another infantry or something, because the crossbowmen just don't do anything as dwarfs. There's no point.
Here's my proposition: if you want to do this, you can bring one of your crossbowmen, but you got to not put them in the same line as the handgunners. If you put them in the line as the handgunners, it just looks cheap. It looks like you failed. It looks like you tried and failed. Put them at the back, like put them back there. And it'll look like, oh, you were worried about gyrocopters, so you brought 1 unit of crossbows to shoot them or something. Like,
And that is officially Devin's advice.
I'm all about the cosmetics of your initial formation. I don't really care about your tactics. I don't even care what units you brought. It just matters.
You're
that
only
it
here
looks
to
good.
judge like people the way they look. Appearance is based. You're very shallow.
I'm pretty damn shallow, but I have internal theories so that it's a good way of analysing battles. But anyway, and his main line is great swords, which you don't really need to say for the Empire because it's always great swords. And he's also got a bright wizard. And is it Franster? Yes, I think it is. At the back.
It's a very smart
Dismounted
wizard.
Franster. So,
Right.
shall we see what happens in 3, 2, 1, fight each other?
Long battle. 11 minutes.
Oh, it is a long battle. So, let's see. The cannons immediately given orders to start firing at the dwarves. Are the dwarves going to just, like, rush forward seeing this? This is what I wonder. Will
It
they
takes so long because they're just going to sit there getting shot by cannons the entire battle until they all die.
It might be 10 minutes of them gradually being defeated. It could be that Havoc's going to go for an AFK strategy, seeing that it worked for Sparta as the dwarves. But, yeah, with the artillery disadvantage, I don't know if that's quite as good. So the cannons have to shuffle forwards a bit before they can actually fire.
Definitely, I think this is the second time. In the last battle, he went for a kind of defensive formation again. Oh, he's moved the entire formation over to the right, just in the same formation, essentially.
Run sideways. I might reduce some of the damage he's taking from these early shots.
I guess he grouped up the entire army and just like put them slightly towards the right. I'm not sure why exactly.
Sparta's running quite far forwards. This is what happened with Rambler, where we thought he had the big artillery advantage, but he's actually basically running into melee anyway. He could just do nothing and like slowly gain an advantage, force the dwarves to move against him.
Yeah. I feel like Havoc should make his line a lot thinner so that when he takes shots, especially here from the sides, when he takes shots, that he doesn't lose like 10 men from a single volley.
Yeah, because as it grinds along the ground, if it hits in the flank of the unit, like that one did, then it's going to do some big damage.
Oh my word.
So gradually
he's taking a lot of losses here.
Let's see, cannons have 17 kills and 41 kills. Well, that's pretty good.
Holy word.
They've already killed 50 dwarves, and that's quite a lot of dwarves. That's half a unit.
That's a lot of stunties on the floor.
But yeah, the main line of missile troops from Sparta is basically just running to get into range. I think he's not going to prolong the battle. And I'd recommend.
If I was him, I would just sit there
to get away
till
with
the end of
prolonging
time.
this.
Yeah.
You could just sit there and just wait.
Especially in this thick formation, you can get so much damage on these units here.
If anything, you should run backwards. You should be as far away as possible. He wants to make the dwarves run. Make them tired, get them shot.
Well, he does have those 5... Well, I guess, I mean, it's 5 guns versus 5 guns, and then, actually, that's... Yeah, 5v5, which, in that case, the dwarves actually have an advantage. So, yeah, he doesn't even really want to go into that battle.
Run away, Sparta, run away! Spartans! Run away!
He is a warrior of Sparta. He doesn't run from any battle.
Yeah, that's true. He's pulling inspiration from the courage of his ancestors, probably.
His English ancestors. At least he's not French.
Thank the Lord. It's almost
God.
sick in my mouth, the mere thought of it.
Lord Rexasaur is going to be very offended.
What, he's French? Oh god, right, unfriend.
He's French. Yeah, he's actually French, but he lives in England.
He has a consolation. Culturally English, that's a start.
These guys are getting absolutely blown apart by the cavalry. By the artillery.
Cavalry cannons.
Like, damn cavalry. Oh yeah, well, this is completely irrelevant. Probably shouldn't even bother talking about this, but in our co-op, someone mentioned they should add cataphract, wizard, well that's what you were joking, and elephant, and there's a whole bunch of things combined, which would have been pretty damn
They missed a lot of opportunities for cool units going into the fantasy setting. It is a shame. You have no wizard cataphracts. But yeah, they're getting shot to pieces, those dwarves.
Yeah, still
they're
just being
sort
shot.
of just running into it.
Holding a very large
Enjoying this.
contingent against that one Demigryph Knight there. Just hold his armies.
Demigryph Knight's so powerful that he has to deploy his whole army against it. So,
well, I don't know, but I feel like it's already won, really. I mean, don't underestimate the dwarves. They're still pretty good even when they're small. Like you said earlier, the morale is so high, they're not going to rout very easily, as one of the units is already gone.
that unit's back from routing with its entire unit destroyed.
I love that, the health thing. It's got 26 men remaining. Look at this tiny sliver of health. Every hit's going to be a kill there.
So the gunner's now running away. A couple of those longbeards trying to sneak in for some melee fun, but the greatswords aren't going to go for it, by the looks of it. They're going to challenge... Oh no, they're running away again.
So much running away in this battle.
I think Franstein needs to come and catch up to the battle. Still waiting at the back.
I feel like these dwarven units are so weak now that one Demigryph Knight could just win the rest of the battle by himself.
Basically. Go on, Demigryph Knights. Prove your worth.
Get in there.
I want to see the kills on these cannons now.
Not a single regular shot has been fired. Actually, no, there's a few handgunner shots been fired. But besides that, like, it's been almost like cannons solely doing all the damage so far.
Cannons are doing very well. You know, handgunners have got a couple of kills between them, but the cannons have killed over 100 dwarves now.
92 and 93, wow, yeah. Almost
that, Longbeards looked like it was going to charge the line of greatswords on its own with its couple of men, but they decided against it, which is probably the correct decision. So now Havoc's going to have a good time, because Warrior's pulled back all his handgunners, so he can bring up the Thunderers to shoot the greatswords if they are just going to stand there. So I'm guessing that's what he's going to do. Can't really tell what he's doing. Havoc's formation is very messy.
These three battles have been really weird so far.
So much shizzle. Getting set on fire, but they can tolerate that. They're not too bothered. Thunderers having a cheeky battle with the Outriders at the back.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
This Havoc, can you make a formation that's easier to commentate on, please? I can't tell what you're doing. It's so messy.
One of his great weapons getting shot and not doing anything about it. He could turn one of his... Actually, this Thunderer... Okay, never mind. The Thunderer is firing back, so he's doing something about it.
So even though I was criticising Sparta for being too aggressive, this is going pretty well. Like, going hard with the missile attacks is going very well for him right now.
Yeah.
So I take it back.
I think he's completely surrounded him as well, so Havoc's having to put contingents of men at the back just to hold back the Outriders.
Yeah, that's true.
Demigryph Knights as well. So he's pulling away the formation. One of the hammers charging towards the handgunners, but Warrior actually using his skirmish modes.
Oh yeah.
Get those guys out there.
It. Surely they can't catch them. They're only a tiny bit slow, actually. Yeah, they are going to catch them.
Oh my god,
those handgunners could be in trouble.
Dwarves are natural sprinters, you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's in this universe, right?
It's actually in both.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well,
the thing is,
why am I not surprised?
Obviously, Gimli says it in Lord of the Rings, but in that Call of Warhammer mod, whenever you click a dwarf agent, they make really they say really annoying things. And one of those things is dwarves are natural sprinters. You know, that exact sentence.
Well, that's probably just stolen from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Just like everything else is stolen from the real world. But that's a different story for a different day. Anyway, things are still being shot. I don't think we've seen any melee yet, except for that one hammer unit that's in
Great
there now.
swords still waiting for their chance, because I think Sparta's seeing how well it's going by just shooting stuff, and just the cannons still doing their work, firing at that tightly packed Dwarven formation.
Some of his handgun is actually routing now, though, so he's going to start losing that range. Okay, he's moving the great swords in now.
The hammer is, took out a unit, but the great swords now going to duel with them.
I think it's a good time. It looks like those hammers are actually destroying those great swords. I mean, their health is lower, but they're killing. Actually, no, it's about even. But they already lost 20 men before that fight even started. I think because he moved his unit out just now, he started losing a lot of men. So he started charging into that other handgun.
Yeah, they're getting rear attacked essentially now.
Yeah.
Right, more gun attacks onto the flanks of those longbeards with great weapons. Nice.
Oh my
That's
god,
some juicy gun attacks.
the really blocky formations is killing Havoc right now. If he just spread his men out a lot more than he did so far, it probably would go a little bit better.
If only there was a loose formation button.
Oh god.
But they forgot about that. They forgot to put it in.
Yeah, I'm a bit sad. There's no formation buttons whatsoever. There's no like.
You have no choice. You just
there's no
take those
bonsais
shots.
or no Yari walls. There's nothing. There's just,
I really need a Yari wall. Can we put that in, CA? Can you patch that in? I'm pretty sure it'd be
I just
easy.
mean in general, there's nothing. Oh, the Outriders forgetting to run away from the Hammerers, which are being shot point.
They're in trouble now.
Yeah,
Demigryphs still haven't been used. They're just a threat. Like, even when they don't even do anything, they're defeating the whole army, and they're not even moving. That's how powerful Demigryphs
easier
are.
shot being landed on like 4 or 5 units at the same time.
Yeah,
not
they're all
doing
standing on top of each other. It
Why
looked
are
like
they
it'd be
standing like
devastating.
that?
Oh,
What
and
is
there's another
happening?
one. Fire Vortex ripping that formation up.
Oh my god. That one unit is just...
It just doesn't do any damage. Magic looks really good, as I keep saying, but they're actually fine, so they're going to continue on. But yeah, the bounce bar's super far in
The only
Empire's
spell
favour
I've
now.
seen that does really good, like that's not the Spirit Leech or Faded.
Yeah, I was going to say Spirit Leech is really good.
There's one spell that's actually like a physical thing that's really good, and that seems to be the Foot of Mork or Gork, or whichever one it is. Because from what I've seen, it doesn't kill many units, but it does a ridiculous amount of health damage. I only saw it being used once, but it almost killed a unit by itself, so I think that's a decent spell. But it probably
Sparta's
costs a lot.
ordered one of his cannons to go and stand in the middle of the Dwarven formation. Suspect that might be a mistake. Probably trying to give it an attack order, but it is now just moving in.
Oh my god, it's probably been moving for the last like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that could have been killing so many things. So well, Demigryph Knights finally being deployed, rear attacking that group of Dwarven infantry.
Dwarves flying all over the place.
Getting smashed up. So many of the Dwarven melee infantry just hasn't engaged in melee at all, and yet have been totally destroyed by the ranged fire. I think Warrior of Sparta's played this perfectly. It's gone exactly like it needed to for him.
I feel like there could have been better tactics being used by...
Yeah, it wasn't as if it was uncounterable, but
so
far it's gone well.
Right from what you said at the start, you should just charge in as fast as possible, and even then it was like that. As dwarves, you want to bring cannons, or at least some kind of long range artillery. It's what they're known for. But yeah, he should have just charged in, or at least try and get into the valley or something, so he gets out of line of sight from those cannons or something. But he just sort of moved towards the side a little bit, whilst getting shot at.
Ended up getting shot for the whole battle. Franster actually got almost killed. He's running away.
The Forgrim just got shot by one of those like aim spells.
Yeah, the fireball thing. Oh, Demigryph's going
being
against
charged
him.
by a really odd formation. Demigryph Knights. I have no idea what's going on with the formations in this battle.
If only the Demigryphs could kill the guys carrying his chair, he would be immobilized, but they are too honourable for that. They're going to hit the chair itself.
I always think it's interesting that this is the first time in any battle ever, well, not any battle, but any universe, I guess, that left-handed people get used in battle.
Oh, really?
There's 2 of those guys on that thing have to wield
I guess
shield
so,
with their
yeah.
right hand, so they
Oh,
must be left-handed. At least they probably are.
Oh my god, finally some representation for the left-handed minority.
Exactly.
So discriminated against.
More dwarves being flung about by the Demigryph Knights. Wouldn't they just there should be a thing where they break their necks or something. That's one way for them to die. When because they get flung all over the place by those cavalry charges.
Should be it. Look at the blood force trauma damage these guys are taking. This isn't even realistic.
And there we go. Wow, what a battle.
That was a good battle. So Sparta pulling through with those tactics, yo.
Battle.
He had it. He's gone from AFK to micro madness in the final battle. It was pretty good.
Cannons into melee.
And then melee cannons, controversial strategy, but he won the battle. It works.
Congratulations, Warrior. We'll see you in the next round. Havoc, thank you for participating. Hope you
GG
enjoyed
to all
yourself.
players. And there'll be
Yeah,
more
it's fun.
exciting battle commentaries coming very soon. There's cannons. They were so close at the end. They're actually firing at point blank range in those final frames. They were right in there. They knew what they were doing. That was deliberate. But anyway,
Anyway,
good
until next
game.
time. Thank
See
you
you
very
next
much for
time.
watching. Have a good day and goodbye.